Hello, friends. Are you feeling like your 2025 glow up isn't glowing so brightly? Feeling like you hit a wall in your progress already? Well, let's talk about it. I am Coach Latina Harris, and I support neurodivergent and easily distracted women with overcoming their fears and feelings of isolation to live a life of their dreams. So, let's talk about why we're in this rut and how we can get out of it. I was watching a video by Cass the Clutterbug on her Clutterbug Cass podcast, and she was talking about one trick to transform your life and your home. And I thought, let me piggyback off that subject. And I thought about how we start off the year gung ho, ready to go, ready to take on the world, not knowing what's coming, what could be coming our way, what distractions might come up for us, what life situations or family circumstances or job changes can come our way, or just not feeling it, not feeling like you want to do the thing, or maybe doing the thing because it was somebody else's dream or someone else thought you should do, thought it was a good idea. So let's talk about how to move forward in our lives doing the things that we want to do for ourselves. One of the things we want to do is think about your self talk. Are you talking to yourself negatively? Are you saying things to yourself that you would never say to your child, a loved one, a boss? Are you saying things to yourself that you would never say to yourself? I mean, to someone you love. Are you shoulding on yourself or coulda, the coulda, woulda, shouldas? Are you doing that to yourself? Let's not do that anymore. Let's find a way to look at the grace in our lives, to look at how far you've come. Because I guarantee you, you are further along than you were 365 days ago, 30 days ago, heck, 2 hours ago. So let's remove the shoulda, woulda, couldas from our thought process and our vocabulary. Another thing we can do is get out of the comparison trap. Sometimes we look at other people's lives and we start to compare ourselves. Well, they have a big house. I want a big house. They have 4 kids. I want 4 kids. They have a great big job that pays well. I want the same thing. But you're looking at apples and oranges. Is that really what you want for yourself? Have you taken the time to really, really evaluate what you want for yourself? It's easy to look at Instagram and Pinterest and see, oh, I want that. It's aspirational. But when you really look into your heart, is that really what you want? And are you willing to put in the work for it? There's work to be done around having your goals and your dreams. And sometimes, some things, honestly, I'm just not willing to work that hard for. They're nice to have, but am I willing to put in the work needed to have those things? Sometimes it's a no. And that's okay. It's okay for me, and it's okay for you. You decide what you want for your life. Another area we want to focus on is, I have my notes over here. Borrow what you want. I'm not saying going into debt. I'm saying borrow what you need. Sometimes I've needed to borrow confidence. I've needed to borrow inspiration or motivation. And how do I do that? Sometimes I'm reading a book or watching a video or TED Talk or something that helps me to borrow the confidence. Let's think about Beyonce. Beyonce, though she did not originate this concept, she popularized it, where you create an alter ego. And I remember going to a Essence workshop years ago, and they had us create these alter egos and to walk in it. And someone who volunteered to be in the hot seat decided that they wanted to walk like a character in a show. It was Living Single, and the character was Erica Alexander's character. And so they asked her to embody that. So she basically borrowed the confidence that Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, had on Living Single. And that's what I mean by borrowing confidence. Sometimes we have to step out of our head and put on a garment that doesn't quite fit yet, but we'll grow into it and walk in it. Walk in it. So borrow what you need. Don't go into debt, but borrow what you need. Borrow the confidence, the motivation, the inspiration. The other thing you want to do is teach someone something. When you're teaching someone something, there's something that you do very well and you love doing it. And when you share it with other people, you feel energized, you feel inspired, you feel motivated. And a lot of times, those people will come back and tell you, "Thank you for teaching me that. Thank you for showing me how to do that. What you did helped me to move forward, and I truly appreciate it." But we're not doing it for the pats on the back. We're doing it to move ourselves from one place to another, from a feeling of I'm in a rut to I can go another step. I can do one more thing. That's what we're wanting. That's what we're going for. Along with that is giving back. Giving back allows you again to move out of your head and into your heart. I volunteered to do so many different things. Some of the things that just interest me. I've done voiceovers for children's books for Ronald McDonald's House. I've worked in women's shelters to organize their toy closets. I've marched in parades randomly. So there's so much you can do to get out of your head and into your heart, which will help you to move yourself forward in the dreams that you have for yourself. So think about where you can give your time. There's if you work for big companies, there's usually some give back days and things like that. There's websites where you can go and volunteer. There's organizations that I'm sure that you're a part of that actually have volunteer opportunities. We don't want to, again, become a workhorse or anything like that, but giving back once in a while helps us to be better people, move our dreams forward, and get out of our heads. And lastly, we want to shift our mindset. How do I shift my mindset? Again, the tools are basically the same. You're going to use affirmations. There's some wonderful affirming videos on YouTube. You can borrow some of those to help you to begin to shift your mindset from where you are to where you want to be. I don't want to say from negative to positive, but you want to shift from where you are to where you want to be. You can record your own affirmations using your phone and play them back when you need them. Spend time in the quiet. I used to live by myself, and I would get up every morning and have quiet time. And people would ask me, if you live by yourself, why do you need to sit quietly? And I knew for myself that that helped me to move through my day with ease and grace. No, I don't have to contend with somebody doing something in my space, but just sitting quietly and listening helped me to move through life with grace and ease and to be more calm and confident in my life. So that helped me to shift my mindset. If there was something that was heavy on my mind, I can shift my perspective, which is basically shifting my mindset to a better, more positive, proactive approach. So let's review. We want to get out of the comparison trap. Stop comparing where you are to where others are. Where you are is exactly where you need to be. You are doing exactly what you need to do to move your life forward. We want to stop the negative self talk. Let me repeat that. Stop the negative self talk. If you find yourself moving into the negative self talk, remember to give yourself grace and choose a new thought. Borrow what you need, whether it be confidence, inspiration, not money. We're not going into debt. We're not talking about material things. We're talking about borrowing the confidence that you need to move yourself forward. Teach someone something. Share what you have. Share your gift with someone. Whenever I teach something, I feel so uplifted. Give it a shot. Along with teaching someone something, give back. Not to your detriment. We're practicing self-love, but we give back. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. Sometimes it's just letting someone have the quarter from your cart at Aldi. But give back. And lastly, work on shifting your mindset, shifting your perspective about where you are, and how you're showing up in the world. With that, friends, I ask that you click, like, and subscribe to this video. If you would like to have more coaching with me, click the link in my bio and book a session, a 15-minute clarity call. And I say, keep shining. Have a great day.